Shalom, shalom. Let me just get this going as usual. Make sure it came out the right way. There we go. Jamel Shai. Shalom, shalom. Just bear with me while. We should be good. But again, I'm going to restart the salute, giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace, much love, honors, and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're told their conduct, composure, and integrity. All right, holding on to the true names of the living powers, Yahweh and Yahushai. All right. This is Brother Yaakov, just doing another lesson. As you see the title, get rid of that weak-ass emotional man. Shalom. All right, and this is just basically a video to encourage and to strengthen your mind. All right, to become more resolute while walking in this ministry. But simply put off that weak-ass emotional nature of a man. Okay? You know, especially the times that we're in, you know, like the scriptures say, as you see the day drawing nigh, all right, you got to start putting on more of the nature and man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You got to start trusting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai more. Now, originally, I was going to use this lesson to reference a certain attitude that some of these younger men may hold in this truth, and that is that what older brethren have gone through in this truth with their trials and experiences don't have a key role in the younger brothers' walks in this ministry, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. If you didn't have men above you, then how could you have a leader? Okay? See, you got men that have aged in this truth, that have become vetted, and to be vetted, basically you know what you're supposed to do now without question. You know how to facilitate in the spirit. Doesn't mean you're all gonna, even in our time, man, we still go off. Even a vetted brother goes off. Okay? But we understand how we're supposed to work our minds. We understand that we're supposed to come back to a certain way of thinking when we do this, when we do that. If we see that, if we see that. If we witness this, you see that, you don't see this. All right? And your mind is supposed to actually react a certain way. You know, when you see a situation that can bring fear, well, your mind is supposed to work in fear and humbleness. The immediate thing you're supposed to bring to your mind is be humble. Humble down, man. And fear you held by Shemiah Shah. But with these younger brothers, man, they still got to learn that. You got to learn that when you see a fearful experience, it's to tell you to humble down. It's for you to learn, let me be humble, let me fear, because I don't want that to happen to me. Not, it ain't happened to me, so I'm good. No, man. But coming back to the trials of vetted brethren, all right? You know, the things that we've gone through, man, whether you find them relevant or not, play a key role in your roles, in your lot, to your younger brethren. And also what you need to understand gravely is that what we went through, all right, gave us the faith that we have today. So for a younger brother to say that our experiences of vetted brethren don't apply or don't, you know, has nothing to do with you younger brothers, you're dead fucking wrong, bro. You're dead wrong. Fact of the matter being that we've gone through situations that you younger brethren haven't gone through in this truth. And we've always said this to you brothers, man, to the brotherhood. You go through things in this truth, it is a lot more different than dealing with it in the world without the spirit. Okay? You see a lot more. You recognize a lot more. You know, you basically, I don't know how to say it. You're more aware of what could happen and what couldn't happen. All right? So this attitude that vetted brothers and elders and bishops and, you know, even the apostles experience, like they don't play some role into your lot. No, man, you're wrong. And that's why I said you got to get out of that weak ass spirit, bro. You got to get out of that weak ass emotional man to be offended or to think that what we go through doesn't play a part with you. If that's the case, then why are you even around brothers? Why are you around men seeking guidance and counsel? Okay? What you younger Akim need to understand is, like the scriptures say, man, we watch over your souls. Okay? We've seen the left-hand side spirits deal in that particular situation. We know what happens. We also have a better calculation of what could possibly happen if you don't take heed. Because check it out. And I made a lesson about this, man. I revealed certain things that I did. I made this lesson, 2 months ago. I revealed certain things so that y'all could see. All right, that y'all could learn. All right? I made bad decisions, even in this truth. Okay? I saw what making a bad decision or playing the situation off or being overly confident, which could be pride. I saw where that got me. These brothers saw where it got them. See, the brothers that came in around 07 and possibly before that, well, of course. But, I'm really aiming at like with the startup of YouTube, because that's where, we call it kind of the Great Awakening. But those brothers that came in during that time, all right, the Lord had appointed the Spirit, basically our future, to allow us to go through those fuck-ups so that you younger brothers who end up coming in these times can hear what happens when you do this. What happens when you don't listen to that? What happens when you see a brother above you but maybe younger than you, but he's still over you, and he's telling you, bro, I'm telling you, don't deal with it. You may not like what happens, and then you do it, and you got yourself in trouble. See, man, this is not about trying to be lords of you brothers. It's not about putting a yoke on y'all. We're supposed to be servants to each other. And because we've seen things that you haven't seen, and we've seen the dreadful end of some of those decisions we made, it's heavy on our spirit to severely warn you now. Because guess what, man? With the access to more information at the click of a button, you're gonna be that much less without excuse, or that you're gonna be that much more. How do I say it? You're not gonna have you're not gonna be given benefit of the doubt. All right, because the age of information has been here, man. You can look up easily what not to do, what to do, what's okay to deal with, what's not okay to deal with. Brothers have made videos about topics, man, that you can look up. Topics that we may necessarily not always make lessons about, but there is edification out there for you, man, to use for your counsel. Okay? Okay? You're really doubting the process, and you're doubting the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because like I said, what we've gone through, us vetted brethren, the ones that have been in this for 13, 14, going on 15 years now, all right? Remember, what we went through gave us the faith that we have today to still continue past a decade, okay? Past 15 years, past 20 years, 30, 35, 40 years. The Apostle Tahar, man, we already making known this beloved spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is working out 40 years, man. And if you watch how the apostle and apostles speak, you can tell the way that they speak is from experience. All right, you can tell there's a reason that's why they are the way they are, and they've seen it all, bro. I wanted to make a lesson. Hey, this is the water. Hey, this is a perfect precept. I was going to get this. Sirach 6:33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And some of you younger brothers, man, y'all don't like to hear. That's because y'all still got 3 years in the truth. You got 30 years of nigga in you. Or you got 7 years in this truth, but you got 29 years of nigga in you. And you think that nigga is still what is going to help you get through in this truth. It's not, man. It's really not. The scriptures say to put off the old man. And really the scriptures talk about mortifying, man. You got to kill this flesh. All All right, because we already know, man. We being in these bodies, the flesh is the first thing to react, and one of the top attributes of the flesh is being offended, because it doesn't want to take accountability. And a lot of you younger Jakes, man, you don't want to take accountability. And what we're trying to get across to your thick-headed ass is that that's not going to get you anywhere good in this truth. All right, so we got to come to you. If you want to have a, like the scripture say, a head like flint, hard-headed, well, then you're going to have to be met with a hard-headed attitude or a firm attitude. If you can take a punch, why am I going to punch you with the punch you can take? I got to hit you with a harder punch so you can really get shooken up. Really understand, like, oh, fuck. Oh man, I was really good. And really, and this is what I'm trying to practice as well, man, not being offended anymore. Because really, it doesn't matter how bad you get offended, man. It's correction. Correction is going to save you. Not being offended. And really, we have no right to be offended. And that's, again, that's easier said than done. I get offended still, and I hate it. I fucking hate that I get offended, man. But that's the key. It's one of the key factors in this faith. All right. Well, like a brother posted to me this morning, in the furnace of adversity. When you break it down, it goes into the reasoning of the Lord. All right. That the Lord judges a man within his reasoning. So if you over here throwing a bitch fit, being a bitch boy, acting like a punk ass, well then don't expect no mercy. Don't expect gratitude or benefit of the doubt or empathy. All right. If you're gonna be an asshole when you're told to correct yourself, don't expect a nice greeting from Yehovah Shema Shai, i.e. the prophets, the men of the Lord, the brothers that you deal with. Okay? We don't do this to make fun of you, but that brother got in trouble. Oh shit, he on the hot seat. We don't fucking do that in the Great Millstone at all, man. We don't do that to y'all, man. And even I told this to younger brothers, man. Get that out of your head. We're not looking at you like, oh, you're fucking weird. Ooh. We don't look at you. I mean, yeah, we watch. Scripture say, mark them. We watch, but we're not in our minds now. If the spirit is being alerted to something else, yeah, but we're not watching for your downfall, man. We're not allowed to do that. But we watch, we observe, really to see if you're getting back on track. All right, but we're not looking at you like you're a weirdo or you're fucking weak. No, man, no, we don't do that. Okay, but let me get this again. Sirach 6 and 33, it says, you know what? Sirach 6 and 32, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. So you got to be willing. You know, like the scriptures talk about the Lord knocking on the door, man. If he knock and no man openeth, well, you by you not opening is by you being offended. Because think about it, when you get offended, you don't let nobody talk to you, man. You don't want to hear nobody say shit to you. All you want to do is just talk shit in your head and say what you think was right, or how you did wrong, or how you don't think it's fair. It's not about that, man. You got, you know, I just got on the phone with the brother in the camp over here, and he said Jake needs to learn to adjust in this truth, which is very true. You got to adjust in this truth, not the truth adjust to you. All right, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. It said, you know, if you allow counsel, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. Guarantee you, man, in every rebuke, every correction, every admonishment, every exhortation, everything has understanding in it. Everything, especially when it's of the Spirit, man. And we use the Spirit by the words of Yehovah Shema Shai. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. It says, and if thou bow thine ear. So if you submit, it says an if, because Jake don't always do it. You got to be in the mindset of always bowing, man. Even, you know, scripture say suffer being wrong, even suffering for your wrongs, even if the Spirit, man. We made this known before, man. Not just I. Salakia. Everything, there's a reason to everything, man. There's a reason to everything, and every man in this ministry's walk of this path of the truth. Everything is for a reason. Even if you are being judged improperly, You don't trust the Spirit to rectify it, to correct it, you know? But Jake is so quick about, no. It ain't this, it ain't this, it ain't this. No. Hell no, it can't be that. Nah, I wasn't wrong. Let the Spirit deal. If it's found out that there was a wrong judgment, it'll be made known. Guess what? By you. Your spirit's gonna persevere and get through it. Instead of bitching up and having a fit, walking away, leaving, distancing yourself, separating, changing the names, taking on different doctrine. All right, that's how we're gonna know that you really weren't about it. A real man is gonna persevere, man, against all odds. You know, which is why the lesson is put that weak shit away. This ain't the time, man, this ain't the time to be getting offended at little shit between the brotherhood, man. It really isn't, you know? Because how you gonna get past the MOTB, all right? When the system is locking you out, what you gonna, fuck that, man? Give me my fucking, you gonna try to take some food? You're gonna go into the building and say, fuck that, give me my fucking money, give me my fucking food. What's gonna happen? You're gonna get your ass locked up, man. You gotta use wisdom in this time, man. You gotta the scriptures say that the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the heavenly Father. That's in James. So put away being offended, man. If you continuously be offended, like it says in Proverbs 28, you're gonna be destroyed without remedy, man. Stop getting offended. And if you do, immediately tell this little ass thing, shut the fuck up. The battle is not about whether you're right or wrong. It's about silencing your fucking mind, man. It's about telling yourself, shut the fuck up, man. This whole week, man, I had to deal with a situation which I'm going to let it be known. Call Allah Yahweh Shema, I was delivered from it. I just got done with this situation. And I praised Yahweh Shema to the camp and everything. All right. But let that be known, man. All right, you know, through faith. All right, but this whole week, I was worrying. I was, you know, Satan was around me the entire time. Satan actually did get the best of me last night at 11:11, because I know the world actually pushes 11:11, you know, the time, to mean destruction. When people make a wish, it's 11:11. That's actually them making a wish to death. All right. But really, even Apostle Tahar brought this out. 11:11 is actually 4. That's mercy. I saw it as destruction last night. Satan got me. I woke up this morning. Satan was all, you know, getting all around me, man. All right. But he was up here. This is what was fucking with me the most. This was, you know, doubt, worry, fear. You know, earthly anxiety. It was earthly anxiety, bro. 2 Edges 14. You know, and then the Lord, he delivered. That's a testimony to me, man. And you know, if ever I do a video on it, y'all gonna hear about it. But to be, you know, about the lesson, you know, the point being, this is what you gotta silence. When you're rebuked, when you're exposed, okay, that's what the flesh is. That's essentially what's happening to the flesh. When you get rebuked, when you get corrected, when you get admonished, you get exhorted, warned, your flesh is being exposed. Who likes being exposed? All right? But that's when you got to really, this is the condition of the battle, bro. Shut the fuck up. Tell this thing, be quiet. Man. Going back to Sirach. Can spare me while I drive. Yeah, man, look at this, bro. Cause you know what? Hey, man, there you go, brother. There you go. Perfect. This, I'll read this and I'll go back to Sirach. Sirach, or 2 Edges 14 and 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and we are in trouble. So it's telling us that we got to comfort each other. That's why the scriptures say that we are comforted through the tight-knit hope of Yahushua HaMashiach. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Put away dishonesty. All right? Put away the weak-ass nature. Let go from the mortal thoughts. You look that up in the Good News Translation version. It says, let go of the earthly anxieties, these earthly worries. Your spirit, whether you believe it or not, already has faith. It's the clouding judgment from your weak-ass, deceptive heart. Your mind telling you, oh, you're going to fail. You ain't going to be delivered. You know, well, in this particular case, you were right. You're never wrong. It says, let go from the immortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man and put off now the weak nature, man. And I'm going to say it again. And Lord willing, I say it more throughout this lesson. Get rid of that weak-ass emotional man. Man the fuck up, man. This is not the time to be getting weak. This truth has been pushing like a motherfucker, man, for going on 60 years. All right? You don't think that the traditions of what we've been left behind has proven itself to be what we need to maneuver in this time? Come on, man. So the scriptures are telling you, put away that weak-ass nature, man. Put it away. All right? Stop being a bitch. Hey, what did Debo say? Stop being a bitch and come on, man. You know, this is not the time. This is not the time, man. We are almost out of here, man. We see this devil losing steam. All right? We see this place going down. Okay? We see it. And if you don't see it, you know, pray the Lord give it to you, but you got to watch and be more attentive. All right? You got to be a watchman. That's what a watchman does. Inspects thoroughly and detailed. All right? So, no, I ain't going that way. It's like I'm taking a different way, man. I got a long drive ahead, man. But anyways, shoot. Let me go back up to here. Plenty of these scriptures, man. Plenty of them. Plenty of them. I wanted to read this one that the brother posted. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. But when you come into this truth, the Lord, if you know, the scriptures talk about giving the young man knowledge, discretion, basically etiquette. All right? Discretion. Behavior that is used as to not offend. All right? So we walk in this thing doing our best of our ability. And if you're doing the right thing, man, you're not going to be offended. What's the Lord got to provoke your spirit, you know, if you're doing the right thing? All right? But when something does get addressed to you, take it with cheerfulness, man. That's the trying of your spirit and really binding up the weak part of whatever may be lacking. All right? What did that say in Peter? That, you know, if any man lack any of these things, you know, let him pray. Pray to the Lord to help you, man. Pray to the Lord to get you on a different level. Pray to the Lord to keep you from being hasty or hot-headed or you know, it's like a call. But, you know, pray to the Lord to take away these hindrances, you know, things that make you weak, things that don't let you see clearly, that don't let you operate to the best of your ability in the spirit. Pray for that, man. It works. Prayer works. What? Pray. Beg Yahweh Shai to make you a vessel that's going to be under honor. Pray that He will allow you to work, to keep you working, to strive for that particular image that He's looking for to come back to save. Okay? So, back in 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, man. Children throw fits. All right? Women throw fits. All right? That's who throws fits. A man does not throw a fit. A man will find a solution through everything, even offense. And a real man, a true fucking man, will talk it through. A real man will hold his peace. And like the scripture say, if there be opportunity, then he will speak. But the time to speak is not when you're being addressed or when you're being put on the hot seat. For clearly you've been warned many times and then, you know, now you want to speak up why you were doing it. No, man. No, there's a process. There's procedure. There's protocol. Okay? And also, too, man, if you do get offended, we're not just going to leave you offended. We're going to help build you back up and let you know, bro. Like, it's just, you know, you were doing this, man, but, you know, you gotta tweak it. You gotta adjust. You gotta stop. You gotta put it off for a minute. Refrain, abstain, or stop, you know? But Jake, man, Jake, we already know, man, Jake is a stubborn, hard-headed people. Okay? So, let me get this. Going back to Sirach, man. Well, when I can find it. Sirach 6:34. And this is another major scripture I wanted to pull out. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Younger Akim, man, you gotta understand, man. The brothers that are above you that have been in this thing for a minute, those are your elders. All right, they're your spiritual library, man. They can help you, man, walk through situations. I hate using the word situation so much. You know, they can help you with your problems. All right, because again, and another thing, man, here's something too. You gotta believe that the Lord Yahushua is dealing with those men when you're being addressed. You gotta believe that Yahushua is speaking through them to help you or to identify an issue with you. And I've always said this, man. Well, I learned this, you know, obviously. But the Lord deals with every single Jake in this truth. He deals with every single Jake in this truth with the little indiscrepancies, you know, the hiccups and fuck ups and this and that. All the little things, man, the Lord deals with the Jake privately. But when you start doing too much, that's when the Lord will bring it to the council. All right, he'll bring it to the elders. He'll bring it to the congregation, which is the brothers that are in your camp. And if the situation don't de-escalate because you're declining or refusing to correct, well, then it gets taken up higher. All right. But when you start doing too much, all right, that's when the Lord will bring it out in the open and you end up getting addressed. All right, hold on, let me get this precept. All right. Hold on. All right, this is Job. Salaki, I got GPS going on. I got windy ass weather. Salaki, driving. Job 34:26 says, he striketh them as wicked men in the open sights of others. Now, this is not particular to say that a brother who gets addressed as wicked, but what you're doing is, all right? So when it comes in the open sight of others, i.e. the ministry, that's when you know, okay, I'm doing too much. What can I do? What do I need to do? All right, damn, I'm definitely in the hot seat. Let me humble the fuck down and let me listen. Ooh, my flesh. Ooh, I don't fucking like it. But take that shit, man. All right? You're here to take stripes. That's what you're in this truth to take, man. Adversity, misfortune. Okay? So take it. All right? But your elders, man, you got to stand in the multitude of the elders, man. And really, the scriptures talk about hearing every discourse from the elders. All right? Even a situation you may not have, that may not particularly be about you, all right? But you can always still take information from it, man, and use it for later, okay? So Jake needs to get out of his habit, like what the vetted brothers and old elders and bishops and, you know, even the officers, man, you know, well, of course, because you got officers that are vetted, but you got to put away that attitude like what us older brothers have gone through has no play in how you deal with what you're a part of. All right? If you didn't have older brothers to deal with you, then how would you lead? Because you can't even lead yourself. All right? So it's like the levels make my ears get clogged. But Sirach, Sirach 8:8 says, despise not the discourse of the wise. There you go. But acquaint thyself. So I only know this because I looked it up years ago. But to acquaint means you become familiar. All right? And acquaint can become a friend. Okay? But if you're going to acquaint someone, you're going to become familiar with them. You're going to be dealing with them on a regular basis. You're going to mesh. You're going to learn to know them. You're going to learn what they're about. This particularly great, specifically Great Millstone, man. This is about the truth. All right? We're not going to come to you with some weird shit. All right? Low Willie, y'all can still hear me. I have 5G. That don't make sense. Salakia. My ears, man. But it says, despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. There you go. The water. For of them thou shalt learn instruction. Oh my goodness. Bro, that's beautiful. For of them thou shalt learn instruction and how to serve great men with ease. All right? I believe there's a scripture where it even says that, for even they learned of their fathers. All right? We learned from the apostles, man. We came in the same way you did, in a way. All right? You know, just to, you know, not to condescend you younger brothers, but this is definitely a newer generation of prophets, you know? But, yeah, man, I mean, because you really look at it, man, and if this, hey, look at that, 777, if this can encourage you, and this, Lord willing, should encourage, but, you know, us men, when we came into this truth back in 07, 08, 09, man, we were hard as fuck on each other, man. All right, we were really, you know, we went very hard for Yahweh Shem Shah. We still do. And you can see it, the way that we speak to y'all bros at times, man, when, you know, something's out of order, you can see it. You need firmness at this time, man. It's the only way you're going to get things done. All right? But, yeah, man, I mean, we came in the same way, but, I mean, we pushed hard as hell. But we learned from men above us. And we still learn from those men. And we're still subservient to them. All right? We still bow. We still not give them the due respect that is deserved on behalf of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? So don't think that, you know, we're just here doing whatever the hell we want to do. I mean, truth be told, man, you don't know how we talk to, you know, us older brothers, man. Like, we have our head chat and everything. You don't know how we talk to each other in that chat. Especially if one of us needs to chill out, you know? We get on each other's ass because we can deal with it, you know? That's what you just got to learn to do. Learn to be able to deal with it. Learn to be able to take that fire like that. Let me see. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction. Yeah, direction. That's what instruction is. And how to serve great men with ease. Verse 9 says, miss not the discourse of the elders. There you go, that's the part. For they also, it says, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answers as need requireth. Beautiful, beautiful. 1 Peter 1:13, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober. Yeah, gird up, man. You ever look at how a man in the ancient time, man, with a garment, how he would gird his loins? That garment would go down to the foot, but at a time of war, he'd pull the garment up to his a little past his knees. You know, kind of right there at the beginning of the ending of the thigh and the beginning of the knee, and he would tie around to those parts, and it would hold his junk, and it wouldn't let him, you know, trip on his garment, but he'd be able to run with that sword, you know. So gird up the loins of thy mind. All right. In fact, if a brother could post real quick, Baba Bashar, the precept where it says, it's basically like I will require of thee. Shew thyself a man, for I will require of thee. If someone can post that real quick, Baba Bashar. All right, because at the end of the day, you got to man up. We got to man up. Okay? We got to man up. We got to be men. Okay? And that's really what this is all about, turning us back into men. Because we've been, demasculated, what is it? Defeminized, if that's a correct term too. Esau been pushing this woman-like vibration on the men, putting shit in our foods, GMOs, drinks. Every damn day you ingesting doses of estrogen, So let me see. Since I can't get it, let me go ahead and get it real quick. I think it's in the book of Job. Type in a man. Nope. I really want to get this precept out real quick, so just bear with me. And then I'll probably end it off. Hold on. The only one I could find, there was one where, I can't find it, but the water came back too. Job 40:7, the water. Job 40:7 says, "Gird up thy loins now like a man." There you go. Gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. There you go. That's the main one I want. All right? Because the Lord, at the end of the day, like I said, that the flock of his pasture are men. The Lord's only going to come back to those that stood stiffly as men. Okay? The ones that had proper influence of resolution. All right? Determination. Okay? The ones that stood boldly. Okay? The water. All right, it says it in both of them. Yeah. Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. There you go. Both of them are perfect, though. The water for both of them. But there's one more. In 1 Kings 2:2, it says, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and shew thyself a man. So it's just about being a man at the end of the day, man, but a man of the Lord. All right, don't get it twisted, man. Be a man of the Lord. How do you learn to be a man of the Lord? Taking heed to this word. All right? Reading the instruction of what brings a man in this truth. Okay? So, hey, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. Lord willing. Just learn to humble down. Learn to take the L's, take the burn, man. Like the apostles, everybody always said, fuck the fire with it, man. The fire does come through offense. All right? So just, hey, man, bear with it. But we almost out of here, man. But I'm going to go ahead and end it. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Hey, Barakathon. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, man, hold that head up high, man, and be a man for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, Barakathon. Hey, honors to you, Akim, and you sincere followers, you few sisters as well. All right? To the next one, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, Barakathon. Kwam, Shalom, Shalom.